Since the 2005-2006 NBA season, the Sacramento Kings haven't made the playoffs. That's a 17-year-long drought, which basically means some of the average fans in the NBA today haven't seen the Kings in the playoffs in real time. However, if the NBA season would have ended today, the Kings would be in the playoff mix with an 8-6 record. They would find themselves back in playoff talks. Now, some of you might say this is giving pity to a team, but the Kings haven't been this good or looked this fun in a long time, and there are various factors for why it looks like the Kings should be a legitimate team in your radar to make the playoffs. One of the biggest things Kings fans have been preaching for the last few years was for the firing of Luke Walton, and last season the Kings finally pulled the trigger and then proceeded to hire Mike Brown. Since Mike Brown have taken his team under his wing, the offensive rating has skyrocketed from previous years. The Kings have an offensive rating of 109.9 last year, which ranked 25th in the league. But so far this season, the Kings have a 118.0 offensive rating, which ranks second in the entire league. And one of the reasons for this major push was Mike Brown diversifying the offense, implementing more dribble handoffs, pin downs, and overall more movement off the ball and implementing motion. Instead of just having a team run pick and roll and then just swinging the ball and having someone attack, and if you don't have a good shot, just reset and do the same thing again, Mike Brown is having his team run more motion to confuse the defenses. Sabonis goes to set a screen for Fox, and as that action is going on, Harrison Barnes cuts baseline, and that makes the help defender rotate to the strong side of the floor. Sabonis catches the ball and goes up, and Harrison Barnes' man comes to help to try to contest, but this leaves Harrison Barnes wide open on the left side, open for the 15-foot jumper. Again, Sabonis has the ball and he flips it back to Fox to set a screen. As Sabonis rolls, Keegan Murray relocates to the other corner, which looked like it was going to be an exit screen set for him by Sabonis. Instead, Fox passes it to Sabonis, and Clay, unaware of this, went to rotate to Murray to try to prevent a three, and it resulted in a wide open dunk by Sabonis. The Miami Heat are set up in a traditional 2-3 zone, and Sabonis tells Keegan to go initiate a dribble handoff with Malik Monk, which also flows into the ball screen Sabonis sets. But as this is happening, Dellavedova cuts from the weak side corner to the other side to overload the zone. Monk swings into Lyles, he swings it back, and now Sabonis flashes on the top of the free throw line. Duncan Robinson can't provide any help since he has to play in between both King players since the Heat are in zone, which leaves Sabonis one-on-one with Dedmon, and we all know how that should go. The Kings have two actions going on here. Keegan sets a pin down for Huerter to flow into a dribble handoff, and Fox is curling right behind Harrison Barnes. When Sabonis notices they played it perfectly, Fox goes near Sabonis and Huerter cuts, and this forces Fox's man and Huerter's man to follow him as he cuts, which leaves Fox open to go drill a three. Now, the offense being this good isn't just as simple as replacing Luke Walton for Mike Brown to give the bulk of the success to. It's the personnel change also that the Kings front office decided to do in the offseason. The Sacramento Kings were one of the worst three-point shooting teams last year and were a bottom tier team in terms of spacing according to B-Ball Index. But now with the acquisitions of Kevin Huerter, Malik Monk, and acquiring Keegan Murray with the 4th pick in the 22 NBA draft, the Kings fixed one of their biggest flaws last season by bringing in more premier shooters to the fold. When defenses have to worry about multiple perimeter shooters on each possession, it makes it easier to find space when players are attacking the rim, and one player that is reaping majority of the benefits, in my opinion, is De'Aaron Fox. Now you can have possessions like this where Fox catches the ball and puts his head down and attacks downhill. Usually the defender in the strong side corner would either fully help or at least dig on Fox's drive. But since Huerter is in the corner, Ja elects to do nothing but watch Fox get an and one layup. The Kings run a play called Delay Chicago, which starts with a pin down screen that flows into a dribble handoff. And as Fox attacks the middle of the floor and forces a switch, Morant catches himself in a pickle, hopelessly deciding if he should fully commit on the help or tighten up the coverage on Huerter. He doesn't make a quick enough decision, and Fox gets a right hand layup to go. Keegan Murray has the ball with 10 seconds left in the shot clock and then likes to drive at the rim on Bam. He gets stopped on the drive. Fox cuts to the open space to receive the ball, and as he's attacking, Jimmy tries to swipe at the ball but doesn't fully commit even though there's only 5 seconds left in the shot clock, and he isn't trying to give up a wide open three, and that leads to the Fox finish. And throughout those clips, the common theme you saw was Kevin Huerter's gravity as a shooter. Kevin Huerter has easily been by far the best shooting addition that the Kings added this last offseason. Currently, Huerter is shooting a blistering hot 51% from 3 on 7.1 attempts. And if you filtered it to players who are attempting 5 or more a game, his 51% would sit alone at the top of the league. But yet, there's still more. Huerter is scoring 1.227 points per possession in dribble handoffs, and that would also rank as the 4th best in the entire league. I was one of the few people that believe Atlanta made a mistake moving Huerter to the Kings, but I did not believe Huerter would have started this season playing this sensational. Huerter is a legitimate threat coming off screens, forcing defenses to honor him with this level of accuracy and volume, and he shows some chops of shot creation when he handles the ball in typical pick and rolls. Only problem is how sustainable is this shooting? The volume is something we can attest to that will stay, but shooting 51% from 3 just seems very unlikely. Although even if the 3-point shooting starts to teeter off, just the threat of him as a spacer is going to help the Kings in ways they've never had in years. I stated earlier how the spacing is tremendously helping De'Aaron Fox drives with clearer driving lanes, and the numbers backs it up. Fox is not only having a career high in points per game, he's also having a career high at the rim. Fox is getting to the rim 15.5 times a game and is shooting 85% at the rim, which is in the 100th percentile in the league. Fox is taking advantage of having the space to attack the rim while also blending in this newfound patience when he attacks the rim. He isn't just blindly on one gear trying to blitz quickly in the paint as frequent as he did. He's being a bit more methodical and using more change of directions after his first steps to convert points at the rim. Now to move on to their defense, and yeah, this will be short and simple. The Kings defense is still an issue, which isn't the biggest surprise. The Kings hasn't finished with a league average defense since the 2006 season, and it looks like the curse is still here. Looking at the personnel, I don't think they really have what it takes to be even an average defensive unit, especially having Sabonis be your 5-man. But even if the Kings defense is mediocre, if they can stabilize their offense to still be top 5 or top 10, in today's NBA, that's good enough to find yourself at the very least in the play-in. And the Sacramento Kings, as currently constructed, is a good team, and they are really fun to watch. Mike Brown is revamping their offense to be more modern and have more motion, and is currently high-powering a top 2 offense in the league. Having your 2 best players play at an all-star level and having a deep depth chart certainly plays into it. And after years of many people having no idea where the Kings organization was going, especially after the Tyrese Halliburton trade, the Kings finally look like they have an identity, and you will have to start taking them seriously as legit playoff contenders. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you guys leave a comment telling me if you think the Sacramento Kings are going to make the playoffs, and also hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell to keep you guys posted. And before you guys leave, I wanted to let you know that me and my guy Emster Knows Hoops started a Discord where you can come in and talk everything basketball or any other topic you would like to address. This is the Discord for you. The link will be in the description below. And with that all being said, I hope you all have a blessed day.